Hi everybody, it's Miss Emma from the Doonies. We are coming up to the end of March and April's starting, so that means there's lots of fun stuff happening around Kitchener-Waterloo. So I'm going to include links in the description for camps that are happening at places like Binghamton's and Code Ninjas. There's fun Easter things happening around the area, so I'm going to include some links for that. Hello everyone, I'm Miss Emma, the author and creator of The Doonies, and I'm going to read you part of The Doonies, Book 1, New Girl. In the middle of the lush local forest stands a huge gnarled oak tree. This is the magical forest of Doon, and that is the wise old oak tree, or Woot for short. The Woot is wonderfully wise and kind, but the only humans that seem to listen anymore are small ones, or kids for short. Whenever they are around, the Woot always seems to have just the right story for them. As the Woot was quietly enjoying some delicious sunshine with his squirrels, a small human slowly rode her bike up the warm path, stopped, and sat beneath his lower branches. She sighed softly and picked up a small stick. After a few minutes of her drawing with it, the Woot coughed. "Huh?" the girl yelped as she jumped to her feet. "Who's there?" "Oh, I am sorry. I didn't mean to scare. I love seeing drawings. With me, will you share?" The girl stared at the brown tree trunk. You're a tree?" she squeaked. "Yes, of course, intros. How rude of me. Apologies, child. I am the wise old oak tree." The girl stared for another minute at the tree, looking around for anyone else, and then finally said, "I'm Jenny, and it's a drawing of my new house." Hey guys, do you know what you call a train that sneezes? And a choo-choo. Have a magical day. The air filled with creaks and groans as the Woot leaned over to look at Jenny's dirt art. "Very nice, Jenny. I like your style. It's beautiful, and it makes me smile." But the Woot noticed no smile on Jenny's face and wondered why. Then he realized new house must mean that she had moved, and that reminded him of a story. If you have some time and can stay for a while, a Doonie's tale I have to hopefully make you smile. In the forest of Doon, where the wild breezes blow, live some magical creatures in trees in a row. They're called the Doonies, and their love for life is big, but sometimes they need help, and into their feelings they must dig.
In the forest of Doon, where the wild breezes blow, live some magical creatures in trees in a row. They're called the Doonies, and their love for life is big, but sometimes they need help, and into their feelings they must dig.
In Doonieville, Doonie Dawn raced along the magical, glowing path, eager to see her friend. Today was Doonie Bobrick's 11th birthday, and Dawn had worked for weeks on his birthday gift. In this part of the forest of Doon, the sunlight gets softly filtered through fantastically colorful and sparkly crystals everywhere. The happier the Doonies are, the more the crystals grow and glow. Some are creamy opals, some are vibrant turquoise, some have glittery sparkle dust, and some hum happily when you hug them. Normally, Dawn would have appreciated all this beauty much more, but today she was on a mission. As she neared a tall tree with dark green leaves, Bobrick burst through a small door and yelled, "Hi, Dawn!" Bobrick is as chipper and happy as any Doonie could hope to be, and never more so than when his BFF Dawn shows up. Hey guys, do you know what kind of keys are sweet? Cookies. Have a magical Doonie day. Dawn beamed, held out her hands, and started to sing. Happy birthday to Flapdoodles, said Bobrick. Is that a present for me? Of course, you giggle mug, laughed Dawn. Here. Bobrick took the small package from Dawn, tore open the green leafy covering, and gasped. Wow, a new mixing bowl. It's golly-wobble-rific. Thanks, Dawn. Bobrick's love of cooking and baking was legendary amongst the Doonies. His tickleberry muffins were so good they made you turn pink with joy. Dawn knew this, of course, and so had made him a new bowl out of a beautiful sapphire blue gemstone. It's taken forever to polish it, and it even matches your eyes, she said. Bobrick beamed. Knowing that Dawn had worked hard on his present made his Doonie heart happy and his wonderfully large ears wiggle.
Have a magical Doonie day. Have a magical Doonie day.
And to think, there was a time when I believed the farm was the only place for me, he said. Bobrick had originally lived on the farm with his parents, where all of the Doonie fruits and veggies are grown. But then they moved to Doonieville and now live just down from Dawn and her family. As he happily looked over his new bowl, Dawn thought for a moment. Did you know I almost didn't say hi back when we met? She asked. Bobrick looked at Dawn confused. Huh? When we first met as wee Doonies, when you first moved to Spruce Lane, you walked up to me and yelled hi. That kind of scared me and I almost ran away, confessed Dawn. Huh, so what changed your mind? He asked. Dawn smiled. My mom had just told me to try Doonie 3-2-1. Count 3, 2, 1, and then do what scares you. So I did, and I said hi back to you. Wow, that's banana sandwich, Dawn. I only yelled because I was so nervous, and my dad had just said try saying hello to the first kid I saw. So I did. The two friends laughed as they realized how nervous each other had both been that day. Well, thanks for giving it a try and being brave, Bobrick. You're my very bestest friend. Happy birthday. Bobrick felt so happy he let out a loud woohoo and jumped up and down. Dawn, we're going to make the most scrumdiddlyumptious cookies that Doonieville has ever seen. To the kitchen! And Bobrick sprinted off into his tree at top speed with Dawn chasing after him. And then also KW Comic-Con is coming up and they have a special on some tickets. So I'm going to include a link for that in case anybody's interested in going to see the fun costumes and all the fun cosplay that happens there. Have a magical Doonie day. Back at Woot, Jenny had settled into the low knotholes of the warm tree opposite Woot while she listened to his story. I hope you enjoyed my tale and found some reasons to smile. If you'd ever like to come back, you're always welcome to stay a while. Crazy as it seemed, Jenny did feel like smiling now, and she also felt ready to go for a bike ride on her new street. Thanks, wise old oak tree. This has been weird, but also kind of helpful. I'm gonna go now. Jenny stood up and smiled. Jenny giggled softly at the sounds of the Woot snoring as she climbed back onto her bike. Well, yeah, she thought as she rode back down the forest path. He must be tired after making that whole story up. And lost in thought of the Woot story, Jenny didn't see the small glowing creatures waving goodbye to her from the opposite side of the path. Maybe next time. The end.